You absolutely 1 billion% can quit. It's all up to you. But might I ask you, what was all of it for? If you decide to quit now, then why did you even get started? Why are you going to quit in the first place? Is it because what you thought was going to happen hasn't happened? Is it because you're not getting the kind of results that you thought you would? Is it because there's pain involved? Maybe you have to struggle a little bit? What's the reason? And then think about the reason you started in the beginning. Is all of this unfortunate stuff that happens, is all of the pain, is all of that more meaningful than the reason you began this journey? There's plenty of opportunities in the past where you haven't quit. And then what happened when you didn't? Yeah, it was raining, it was storming for a day, maybe a week and a month, maybe even a year. But the sun always shines through anyways. When I first started in sales, it was September 9th, 2020. And before I even got into sales, I was warned not to get into sales, especially commission sales. It's like, but now that I think about it, and that I'm more experienced and I have at least 5 years under me now, then what do all the people who are struggling have in common? A 9 to 5. And then what do all the successful people, all the people who we may look up to and maybe admire, what do they have in common? Normally they're business owners, they're some kind of entrepreneur where there's no hourly wage. But that's besides the point. In the very beginning, I wasn't the best. I wasn't the worst. But it's funny because in the beginning, I had bills to pay. After a couple weeks, I was like, man, I went to the guy who actually hired me, did my interviews and everything. I'm like, man, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to quit, man. This is, I've got bills to pay. I'm stressing out. I can't take it. I'm gonna have to find another job. And then he said, you know what? I hear you. I understand. But let's at least do this first. Let's break some things down. What are your bills? Grab a piece of paper, grab something to write with. Write down every one of your monthly expenses and let's tally it up. Let's calculate it. All right, you got the total? Cool. Now take that total and then let's divide that to see how much you would need to make per week in order to cover your bills, cover your expenses. Let's just do that. Tell me the number. When I did this, it turned out to only be $200 per week. Just $200. I could get a sale and a half and all my expenses are paid. And instantly, all of the weight was lifted off of my shoulders. I was like, wait a minute, it's actually not that bad. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I'll keep walking down this path and see where it leads me. The same thing that my mentor sat down with me and did with me as far as breaking the issue down, is exactly what we need to do in our lives. It's not about just a budget. Maybe it's about this big old problem that maybe you're blowing out of proportion because you don't actually see the problem for what it is. Maybe you don't see the fact that it's actually not a problem and that it actually is something that was brought to you to help elevate you to another level. Maybe it's something that came into the picture strictly to make you better. So perhaps the one thing that is going to serve you in the best possible way is actually breaking down the issue. Like, is this actually a real issue? Is this an immediate issue? How do I overcome this? And oftentimes we'll find that it's really not as bad as we thought it was. And it actually isn't a reason to quit. And instead, it's actually a reason to keep going. These things in our lives, you've heard it before, they don't happen to us, they happen for us. So, is it really worth it to throw away all of the effort that you've put in? To stop just because things have gotten hard, just because you're in the valley instead of on top of the mountain? So I hope you took some kind of value out of this and this helped you in some way. If you would like more, but maybe you don't have time to sit down and watch a whole video or listen to a video, perhaps all you have is 60 seconds. If that's the case and you would like some fire sent to you every morning through your email, subscribe to my newsletter at thevoiceofstrength.com. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios for now.